announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
In 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready? You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Bring it down. The generation is a stupid fool. We just got tired of your great boy. Yeah, that's a great little man. Bring it down.
Because everybody knows that when you're NWO, you're NWO.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday, November 16th edition of WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com. I'm, as always, your host, Ryan Clark. I got Chris Haller with me. We're going to be
What's going on, everybody?
We're going to be here for the next 2 hours talking pro wrestling. We had an old school Monday Night Raw last night, and no pay-per-views this past weekend, but lots to talk about, man. Lots of news, rumors, backstage shit, all kinds of stuff. And I'll tell you what, Chris, we are going to kick it off with a bang here tonight, man. We've got, right now, live on the line, we've got former WWE, WCW, TNA, former D-Generation X member, Sean Syxx Pac, Syxx Pac, 123 Kid Waltman on the line. Sean Waltman, what's cracking, my man? What's going on, bro?
Crack-a-lacking with y'all, man. Hey, I didn't hear my music.
No, it played, what happens, bro, is it plays over the live stream. We don't get to hear it.
No, I'm not coming out until I hear my music.
Didn't Sting call Nash a diva over that one?
What's that?
I said, wasn't Sting the one that called Kevin Nash a diva because he wouldn't come out to his music one time?
I don't know, but you know what? I wouldn't have fucking done it either.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
You know what? When I do shows and they don't have my music, I tell them you better fucking find it because that's about 1/4 of my fucking act right there.
Yeah, right. We guys, like I said, man, Sean Waltman, he's gonna be here at least for the next hour or two, and we've got
about at least an hour or so, man. I have another show. I got to do Stone show here coming up at 10. So, but I'm gonna hang out and we're gonna talk some shit here and talk some real shit, you know.
No doubt, bro. Yeah. Anything goes, man. Sean told us before we went live here, anything fucking goes tonight, guys. So we're gonna
because I have nothing to hide. I'm not one of these guys that has to worry about what people think of them. You know, if somebody doesn't like me, if somebody doesn't like me for my views, then, first of all, that's their right, and second of all, they can fucking suck my dick.
You were shooting hard.
My bad, Chris. Go ahead, dude.
I know. I was gonna say, man. Yeah, you could tell that, man. You were shooting hard earlier on Twitter about the WWE, TNA, everything. Good shit.
From the, everything from the. We were jumping all over the map there. We were talking about the steroid issue and the marijuana policy in the WWE, which I think is completely fucking ridiculous. And the whole PG thing, which the election's over, they lost, okay? That's the reason why I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They can say sponsors, whatever. The reason they went PG is because they knew for about 4 years that Linda was running for governor. I mean, I was smartened up to that for quite a while ago.
Yeah, so it's time to get that PG rating gone, man. The one thing I was disappointed about.
Here was my suggestion. Just like a studio, a movie studio. They make some movies that are PG movies, some movies that are R movies.
Mm-hmm.
If they're the ones that came up with this idea of splitting into more than one brand. Have one brand PG and have the other one audiences.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Sure.
And see which one fucking does better. I guarantee I know which one that will. Let me tell you something. I was there when the ratings were the highest ratings in fucking cable history.
Oh, for sure.
And you know what? Every time, whenever a sponsor fucking didn't like the content and dropped, there was 10 fucking sponsors waiting to take their place.
Right,
yeah,
right.
And that's a fucking fact.
The one thing that I think I was disappointed about was we didn't get to see no Sean Waltman on Old School Raw last night. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about that on Calhead, on the Calhead show today. Calhead brought it up. I'm on the Calhead show here in Florida. It's the #1 drive time radio show in the state of Florida, and you know, and Calhead watched last night. I didn't. I was too goddamn tired. You know, he said he was glad I wasn't on there. Yeah. And he said because all the other guys were way, like, you know, older than me. And I mean, some of them were my peers, but I started so young that I'm not an old fucking geezer yet, you know? I mean, I've been going 25 years, but dude, I'm 38 years old. You know?
How old were you when you went with the WWE? Like 16, 17?
No. I wasn't
older.
I had just turned 20, but still, that's a punk kid to be fucking getting thrown into that kind of environment.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, let me just get some plugs out of the way, guys. We've got our live chat room in progress right now. It's at www.wzronline.com/chat. Once again, wzronline.com/chat. We've got loads and loads of people in there tonight. You guys can already tell Sean is going to be completely uncensored tonight, and we're gonna open.
I'm always uncensored, dude.
Yeah, well, that makes for good radio. You know what I mean, dude? Plus, we're gonna take live phone calls too, man.
And let me just explain something to you about why I am the way I am. It's not the shock jock fucking thing where, you know, just trying to get a reaction. I'm just speaking the truth, and I'm just saying shit that a lot of guys that I work with and that are you know, my friends and my peers. I'm just speaking to what they believe. And they just they can't say it for whether they're scared to say it or whether, you know, they're afraid of the image it might project. And see, to me, I don't care to project a false image of myself. I want my image to be exactly what I am, and people can choose to like me or not like me. And I don't hold it against them if they don't like me.
Bro,
Just don't try to insult me and talk shit to me, because I will fucking slay you verbally, fucking on a keyboard, whatever, dude. I mean, people try to fucking fuck with me on Twitter all the time. I fucking pwn those motherfuckers.
Bro, we do the same shit here on this radio show. Where basically every week we come on here and we say what's on our mind, bro. You know what I mean? And if people don't like it, go the fuck somewhere else. You know what I mean? Get out of it, man. Go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Nobody's forcing anybody to tune into anything. I love that when people call. When people are tuning into your shit and then complaining about it. Well, there's a million fucking things out there that you can be doing besides listening to this.
Right, or posting on somebody's Twitter account, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable, dude. The people that take the time to go out there and dance and write you do, but they're still reading your shit. You know what I mean? So we do the same thing here, bro. We do the same exact shit here.
Well, what do you got, man? What do you got on your chat? You got any questions for me?
Yeah, we got, we'll take live phone calls. I'll tell you what, man, we'll
take some phone calls, man.
Yeah, I want to ask you, man, you said anything goes, bro, so you know we got to get into the China shit, bro. We got to talk about
I meant everything goes except that.
Hey, I just got to say, man, I'm digging the Facebook picture with that blanket. It took me a minute to realize what was going on, but a good picture.
The one of me flipping it off?
Yeah, man, it took me a minute to get to it, or to realize.
Yeah, well, I changed it to the one of me and DDP and Kurt Angle. I figured, okay, enough, you know.
Enough is that.
I actually had a piece of paper. I drew a picture of an outline of a cock, and I stuck it by her mouth there for a while.
Hey, What happened? You know what else we got to get into, bro? Is I read the Facebook thing about the marijuana thing. It's funny because last week here on the radio show we got into this big pot debate, bro, whether it should be legalized. Because you know the shit in California.
What the fuck is the debate?
Well,
There's no debate on that one,
the debate was, you know, last week, man, they had that, what was it, Prop 19 or whatever it was in California, and it didn't pass. And I'm thinking, I got no problem with smoke pot, you know what I mean? No problem whatsoever. I think it should be legalized. Obviously, you're gonna...
It's healthier for you than cigarettes and alcohol.
Well, you're gonna make, if the government were to legalize...
I'm actually just about ready to fucking take a hit off of this bowl right here. By the way.
Man, what our debate was, my man, was we were trying to debate this, is marijuana addicting? Can you be addicted to marijuana?
I
don't think...
I not physically, but, you know, I mean, in the same way that you can be addicted to coffee or fucking chocolate or, you know, shit like that. I mean, but as far as, like, okay, even if it is, like, psychologically addictive and it's like a security blanket for some people, like it was for me, like, I don't have to smoke it as much anymore as I used to.
No,
but the thing is, the facts are that there's never been one recorded death in the history of fucking man.
Never even been an
overdose of marijuana. And you can't say that about hardly any other substance, from aspirin to caffeine to fucking some of the most benign sounding shit you can even think of.
So why do you think this Prop 19 thing in California last week, man? Because going into it, bro, I'm thinking this is gonna pass. Come on, bro, it's California. I mean, there were people saying that it was a poorly written law. Or whatever.
I believe that.
You know. Well,
I believe that. They're because Arnold Schwarzenegger even said it in an interview. I heard him say, number one, I think I'm going to have to blame part of it on the lazy the potheads that give potheads a bad name that can't get off their fucking couch.
Right.
Go out and vote.
Yep.
I'm going to blame part of it on that, and part of it on the fact that the proposition wasn't worded correctly, and there was things in there that probably should have been changed. But let's not look at this as a defeat. This is a victory, bro. This is the first time anything like that's ever been on a ballot anywhere in the country.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay? Right. And it doesn't just happen like snap your fingers. You know, sometimes shit has to be on the ballot a couple different times.
Oh, yeah, well, it's just crazy. Okay, I can understand, you know.
It's California's lost, dude. They're fucking missing out on all kinds of money. It's like Bill Maher said the other night, gee, nobody's ever going to be able to get pot now.
Well, and you know what, bro, is you'll read a bit.
It's no harder to get pot now than fucking, you know, than if they legalized it.
Yeah, but bro, you'll read something on the news, okay, where there'll be a bust, okay, and they'll say 500 pounds or 10 tons of marijuana busted. It's not going to matter in the long run, bro, because people are going to be able to grow the shit, whether, you know, in their own backyard, it's never going to go away, you know what I mean? It's never going to go anywhere. So why not legalize it, and why not make money? You're going to make billions and billions and billions of dollars off pot, and it's never going to go anywhere. So all this money
and I might be misspeaking here, but I think I actually heard from
you can't text it?
From what I remember, $500 billion possibly.
In the war against drugs.
No, in tax revenue for the state of California.
Oh yeah. Just for the state of California?
I think so. I could be mistaken. I could be totally wrong on that.
Yeah, but even a figure like that, bro. I mean, think about it. That's just one state.
$50 billion. Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, I mean,
help the economy there. I mean, even Schwarzenegger, who's a Republican, is like, hey, come on, nobody cares. He even said, I heard him say, nobody cares if he's smoking. Nobody cares about anybody smoking a joint anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wasn't worried about when I got arrested in New York the other week. It was like, okay, Boy, that's real bad publicity for me. Uh-oh, what am I going to do now?
Let's talk about that, Sean, with the shit. What was it? Just a joint or something you had on the
Couple
cigarette?
of joints worth of weed.
Right. And what? You went to the airport and what? They
I
stopped
didn't have my ID on me and they let me through, but they had to give me the extra pass.